Okay, this is the P3 paper from January 2024. It's question number 1, very short question. It's on functions and graphs and the transformations, combining transformations within that chapter. So it says we've got point P, which is -4, -3, lying on the curve y equals fx, and then we're going to do various different transformations to it, and what they want to know is what's happened to the point P each time. Let's have a look at them then, all very basic stuff. Y equals f2x. So let's just remind you what that does. That's going to be a stretch parallel to the x-axis. And when we call it a stretch, its scale factor, oops, sorry, I'm trying to write two words at once there. Scale factor 1/2, in this case, 1 over that. So it's a stretch, but it's more of a squashing together if we actually had to draw anything out. Luckily, we don't have to draw anything out with this one. We've just got the point -4, -3, and so what that happens is the x value then, instead of going out to -4, is going to stay at -2, -3. This value here has been scale factor a halved in effect. On the y, no change at all. Part B, we've got y equals 3 lots of fx minus 1. So there's two different transformations there. Let's do each one separately. The first one is f of x minus 1. So f of x minus 1 is a translation, and it's a translation 1, 0. This is going to move the graph 1 unit to the right on the x-axis. So at that point there, -4, -3 would move over and become -3, -3. But then 3 lots of fx minus 1 would be a stretch. So we're followed by a stretch, scale factor 3, parallel to the y-axis. The 3fx is basically going to stretch it by a scale factor 3 in that direction. So the -3, -3, -3, if we stretch that parallel to the y-axis, is going to be -3, -9. So our actual answer for this one is -4, -3 will go to -3, -9. So there's the first one done. There's the second one done. And then part C, which says we've got y equals the modulus, so let's make that neater, the modulus of fx. And this is sort of a reflection in the x-axis, but with the understanding there'll be no negative values. So what that means, again, if we've got the point -4, -3, and we reflect that in the x-axis, then the -4 doesn't change, but that -3 will now have to swap to become +3. So that's A, B, C, all done, various different transformations in chapter 2. Okay, hopefully that will make sense to everybody.